What is good? What is good, y'all? Let the notifications go out. I'll be shocked if they go out. The wife said that she didn't get my notification, so maybe y'all will. When are you going to link up so you can? Oh man, I've been really busy lately, dog. It'll probably have to be this weekend. My wife gets surgery tomorrow, so I got off of work at 2:30 and been go. I want to do it live, man. So I don't really have a lot of time to do it now. You can't do a reaction on the phone anyway. But I got you. Oh, you had yours. That's what's up. Yeah, I got a cow, a man reaction dropping in about 30 minutes. That's what's up. Did y'all get a notification for a reaction? Tell us the prayers and I hope for a speedy recovery. Yeah, same, homie. Same. I want to do it on a live, and I want to do maybe that one and another song, something that maybe you haven't heard and I have, or vice versa. I will. She's probably in the chat. Probably in the chat. I tried something different today. When I uploaded the reaction, I also uploaded a trailer, and Adam Calhoun is the motivation that drove me to do the 16 bar challenge. So I kind of talk about that a little bit. I just got to promote it again. I'm thinking about pushing the date out. I'm thinking about going a little longer. A lot of people have jumped on it, but I want a couple. I want a couple more on it. I want at least 10 more. It'd be dope to see 10 more people jump on it. I know that's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try. I just wanted to come kick it with you guys because my wife gets her surgery tomorrow. This Captain Kirk goes under the knife tomorrow, and then maybe Thursday during the day when she's sleeping or something, I could try to do a reaction, and then maybe Friday when she's sleeping, I could try to go live. But I don't know. We'll see. See how that works out. I also learned that I could take my. It's a 16 bar challenge. Um, you can go to my YouTube page, Mr. Reactions, and you can look. Yeah, there goes my notification. You can look on my page and it'll show um, the beats on there, the link to download the beats on there. It's a rap challenge, man. I'm hoping Simple Man and all them jump on it. I don't know though. We'll see. Simple Man, in my opinion, is like the king of the 16 bars. I think between him and Jack Gaspard, yeah, I heard about Takeoff. Yeah, jump on it, dog. It's there. The beat's a little tough. The beats, I looked for a beat that would try to showcase like punchline rappers, bars. I'm looking for bars. A few people did it and killed it. If you're looking for like raw talent, obviously some of them they're new. You know what I mean? They're new artists. They're new in the music game. But I'm looking for bars. Like Hick Chicks was pretty good. Mr. 359 was pretty good. Jack Gaspard was good. Um, who else? Walla P was fire. Uh, I'm waiting for Zach Spade. Zach Spade should be dropping soon. Sin Stick should be dropping soon. Um, Hopefully Simple Man gets on it. We don't know. I'm hoping another person jumps on it. I spoke about it in a Twitch stream a couple nights ago. We'll see. Won't talk, swear. No, you can talk, Jamie. You're good. You are good. Bob, what's good, Bob? Yeah, man, that A-Cal reaction drops at 8:30. I'm gonna end the live like 5 minutes before it. I'm gonna smoke with y'all, chill for a minute, and then I'm gonna go over to the premiere. I thought about using my other phone, staying live over here, but there's no point to do that. It's pretty stupid. I need y'all to go check out that A-Cal reaction. I'm getting better at if Creeker Mariah's in here, which I think she is. My next video that I did is a good thing to look at. Um, it took me about I can't remember because it was a little bit ago, but I would say it took me about 20 minutes to do the reaction, About 20 minutes to edit it, and the most time took uploading it. That's what's up, Jixer and freaking Creeker Mariah. Y'all should be seeing everybody everywhere. Man, I hate how the chat disappears. There ain't no way to just leave it open either. Uh, Man, y'all got any songs for me to react to? I know Jesse B is about to drop 6 foot. Um, there's a couple things that I'm kind of excited for. I know Simple Man's about to come with a whole new album. The Sticks are about to drop an album. It's about to get crazy over the next couple weeks. Appreciate you. Southern Logic, what's good? What's good, dog? We are family, that's facts. You know, if everybody had the same mindset as that, if everybody treated it as a family and we'd all grow, man. I mean, even if you're not a channel looking to grow, if you're just a channel looking to be here and hang out and kick it with us, you know, sharing posts is awesome. Tagged you on a crazy, amazing talent on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I might still have my account there, but I don't use it. It's too draining, man. TikTok to me is the most toxic thing on the internet. You might have tagged me, but I don't use it. I don't use it. Did I have anything on there? Was there any Upchurch? And there should be a next to red post on there or something. Can't think of what else. Oh, maybe there was my drill, a lathe. I have Snapchat. Snapchat's not bad, especially if you have like my wife, my kids need to get a hold of me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, see, the problem with TikTok is, don't call that number. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Don't call what number? Anyway, TikTok to me is good until you get bunked into a weird lane. Like if you're in like welding, if I just watched welding TikToks all day long, I'd be fine. You accidentally posted a phone number. I don't see a phone number. Maybe one of the mods got rid of it. I try to share my phone number to my brother. Like, he's not my biological brother, but if you've seen him in the chat, Vinny, I try to send Vinny my phone number during a live, and the first time I posted it, it wouldn't go. I hit send, and it wasn't there, so it's very possible that it blocked that from happening. One rabbit hole after another, yeah. Yeah, Jennifer, you're good. It never posted. That's pretty dope. Whoever designed that was pretty smart. Yeah, it's toxic. I'm thinking over the, because I have off Thursday and Friday, so I'm here with my wife for her surgery. But I think maybe Thursday, I won't record a reaction. I'll record part 1 of The Life of Captain Kurt. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. What should I call it, y'all? Are you doing your country rap news on Tuesday? Yeah, I'm doing it next week, and I'm doing it the second Wednesday of every month. We're gonna do it once a month. We're gonna do a little bit more in it. We're gonna throw some ads in there. We're gonna try to cover a little bit more in one episode. It gives us more content for the following episodes, and it also allows us to breathe a little bit. Nah, you're good. Yeah, Miss Captain Kurt's okay. She gave Braylon her last shower. What's up, Ambro? What's good? I know Jesse B is about to drop, Ambro. I know you're ready. I think I'm going to react to that this week. I might not go watch it. If I watch it, I can't react to it. And that sucks. That drives me crazy. I try to forget about that stuff so that I can come back to it. Captain's log. Oh, yeah, hey. That's not too bad. Old school welder pearl button. That's what I'm going to call it, an old school. Oh, you have a pearl button jean shirt? I did, but I'm a TIG welder, man. So TIG welders are kind of spoiled. We don't have no splatter, no sparks. I MIG weld every now and then, but I got my job provides sleeves and PPE. I don't have to come out of pocket for that. I just show up with my shirt, my boots, and my react to it. I love your reactions. I appreciate. I'm about to drop a ACAL one at 8:30. I wanted to go live. I didn't think the reactions were gonna go out. I mean the reactions. I didn't think the notifications were gonna go out. Yo, I'm thinking about. Look, I'm a funny dude at heart, but I don't like to hurt people's feelings. So I've been trying to think of like something I could do that ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings. I thought about doing a reaction to Kenny and just dogging Kenny because Kenny or Payday, but Payday is a kid. I gotta be careful. Hey, that's what's up, Jennifer. The AFL, you meant the ACAL. I know what you meant. We got thick skin. And bro, I appreciate you. Man, I appreciate all y'all. Um, I was getting discouraged yesterday because I gained like 100 subs and then lost like 40, which it is what it is. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not about subs. It's not about subs." Well, when you're doing YouTube and you're trying new things and you're trying to grow, the only way you can see your growth is by your videos, but also by the amount of people that are supporting you, the amount of people that are watching your videos, the amount of people that are staying after your videos are posted. And mine was getting crazy. Man, I hate my freaking nose. Yo, if I could do one thing on live, this is what I might do for y'all. I might get that nose wax kit where you put the wax in your nose. I'd have to do them at the same time. Right out. Oh, man. I can't even pluck an eyebrow hair, and I'm going to try to pull all my nose hairs out at one shot. Howdy, good to see you here. Told you you'd like Kurt and known him a long ass time. Who? Who are we talking about? Howdy? I don't see a howdy. Someone gets their feelings hurt by you not talking directly to them. Oh no, I was gonna talk directly to him. I was gonna talk directly to him. Man, nobody's got a name for my freaking. No, I'd have been all right, Miami. Miami, I'd have grabbed that. I'd have put him in there, swirled him. Yo, I seen people that did way too deep, and the one guy got it stuck. But I'd be a chicken shit. And I'd put it right in the tipper, right on out. Man, why do I keep having to move the chat? Man, you're still doing live panels. There's no shit. I'd show my face from it. Yeah, I'm still doing live panels. I'm just kind of letting some of this drama die off a little bit. I didn't mind the Kylie Rodney drama, to be honest with you, but this stuff that's going on in Georgia is insane. I got a name interview with the captain. Oh, I kind of like that. Yikes, you're giving me the shivers. Ooh, giving you the shivers. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna do it. I hate him. I got one of those little things where you trim him. A little. And yo, when those things start growing back, it's a nightmare. You go to like rub your nose and the whole other side of your nostril itches the other side of your nostril and tickles it and it's prickly. You ever had a prickly nose? My wife would hate that. She hates this. Just that little bit of. If I had a prickly nose, she'd be pissed. She'd be like, "Boy, you need to clean that prickly hairs out of your nose." My daughter don't like it either though. You? Call it you? That'd be a pretty dope name. I don't know. I like Interview with the Captain. I like that. I do. Dude, for real. Yeah, for real. Pick them shits out. Oh, I grab them. At work, man, I get a hold of them things and throw my head into it. I don't even move my hand. I just grab them with my hand and just wham! One good time. Like I was trying to pull a teeth. Like I was trying to yank a tooth out. Whap. Sweet. Yeah, no, I'll do that. I don't know when I can do that, Mariah, but I'm talking about I need a title for my freaking my 2-part series of A Life of Captain Kirk. I don't want to call it that though. I want to call it something like you can't have a captain without the Kirk. Part one. Yeah, I don't like facial hair. I do. I don't mind it. I'm just lazy when it comes to shaving. I'm just lazy. But like all of this grows. All I just don't like it. I used to. The gamer pet setter. Oh, that means you game while you watch pets. That's a dope name. I like that name. Captain's Chronicles. Ooh, that's what it is. That is what it is. No, you're right, Captain Kirk. That's how us ladies feel about our legs. We're lazy about shaving. Yeah, I agree, man. That would suck. Captain's Jar of Dirt. Ben, Captain's Jar of Dirt. Damn. How you know there's dirt in there, dog? It might be gold in there. Oh, he said, no, I don't game. I ain't gaming while I'm pet sitting. Jennifer. Hey, Army Vet, I appreciate you. What's lame? Captain's Chronicles? Come on, then give me a better one. Yeah, I got a beard nose trimmer. That's what I got. But I just told you, you trim them things out with that and let it start growing. But let that 5 o'clock shadow hit that bad mamma jamma and itch your nose one time. You won't use that damn thing anymore. I got a pair of tweezers in my car because when they get bad like that, I gotta get them out. I gotta get them out. I feel old with tweezers in my car. I feel like a grandpa with tweezers in my car. What needs an update? What? I'm so confused right now. One moment. Army Vet. Damn Ran, what's good? Bet you ain't ever had to shave your ass crack. Yeah, that I never had to shave my ass crack. You're right. I guess, yeah, it could be a lot worse. You're right. But you ain't ever had to shave your ball sack. So, I don't even know if I was allowed to say that on YouTube. But that's what I'm saying. I'll do it. Shave my ass crack? What? I've been being bad, so that's why I ain't been around. That's fine. Do your thing. You've been kicked off these YouTube streets. Yeah, you're right on that one. Jennifer, you win. I'll wave the white flag. White flag waved. Jennifer wins. Yikes. She said yikes. I need a time check. I need a time check. Somebody help me out a time check. Manscaping, yeah. Manscaping. Yo, I'll say this. When I was in jail, these black dudes use this stuff called Magic Shave. Nothing against black dudes, but it's what it's for. I'm just using. I'm telling you black dudes because that's who used it. Anyway, they'd use it on their face. They'd rub it on their face, shave it off the card, the hair would be gone. Okay, so I got about 10 minutes. All right, so anyway, they'd shave it off with their. So I knew I was going to be there for a while, and I didn't really care. You know what I mean? I had my hair long before. I had my hair like this long at one time. I've had my hair really short, but I've never had it Uncle Fester completely bald. I said, what? I didn't. I said the black dudes would use it. Captain, the ship is going down. All right. So what I was saying is they would use it to shave their face, but I was like, yo, that probably worked great on my head. Let's use that. The guy's like, no, man, you got to shave it down first. I was like, all right, whatever. In jail, you don't got things to shave it down, so you use a comb with a razor on it, and you can adjust the depth of the razor. You just comb the hair, and it cuts it off. So then I knocked it down with that, and then I took a razor and tried to get it as low as I could with the razor, but they're crap. Now, you're not supposed to do what I just did. You're not supposed to cut your hair with a razor. You're not supposed to cut your hair at all. You're supposed to just rub the stuff in, and it's like Nair. It just eats it off. It's a chemical. So me, I was like, all right, now you're not supposed to cut your hair. You're not supposed to have anything to cut your hair. You're supposed to wait and sign a piece of paper, blah, 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 fill it out, and they'll come cut your hair. So it was nighttime, and I'm like, yo, get the Magic Shave, dog. Get the Magic Shave. And I just lathered it up. Yo, within like 10 seconds, it started chemical burning the shit out of me. No room on the door. Yeah, it started burning the shit out of my head. I had all these blisters on my head. I have no way to wash my head because where I'm at, I can't just go to the bathroom and start washing my head. Yeah, it was bad. No, it ain't shaving lessons. It ain't shaving lessons. It's telling you that if you're gonna use Nair or you're gonna use that chemical burn crap, to use that first. And then if you feel like you need to hit a razor on it to tighten up anything, then use the razor. Don't use the Nair after the razor. Neg on vessel. Kurt Submarine. Yo, y'all are wildin' today. Captain Kurt's vessel. Captain Kurt's vessel. It did. Yeah, it was like I literally was on fire. Like I was tempted. We had icy hot in there, and I was tempted to just rub the icy hot on there. No way, Thomas. I use Nair on my legs to be aerodynamic. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm still voting on Captain Kurt's Chronicles Volume 1 and 2. I like that too. I do. So far, that one fits. Mama Chrislin, what's good? I've been wondering where Payday's been, man. Payday don't ever come show me no love. Payday don't ever come by and say what's up. Nothing, dog. Nothing. I liked Captain. It's got a ring because I got Captain's Chronic, which is my mixtapes, and then Captain's Chronicles is my mixtape, motherfucker. Motherfucker. We got something out there. What we got out there? I couldn't find him. If you like it, do it. Who are we finding? Y'all confuse me sometimes. Something about a door earlier. There was something about a door. Captain Kurt's itchy burning head. Oh yeah. No, it wasn't burning. Or it wasn't itching. It was burning. Like I felt like my face was melting. Where's Waldo? Payday. Where is Payday? You couldn't find Payday? It's Little Pay space day 69. Saw up when I was a catcher and I had to do these up and down exercises anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done that. When I had knee surgery and I played baseball and I had a knee brace on and it was freaking I had Tiger Balm. I don't know if you know what Tiger Balm is, but Tiger Balm is like a professional Bengay. It's like the craziest thing I've ever. I don't even know why they could sell it. You get a dab of that thing in the wrong spot, water don't do nothing. Anyway, it was on my knee, and then I put the knee brace on, and I went to bed, which that's a big no-no to wear a knee brace to bed anyway, because your leg swells and blood flow and everything. Well, anyway, during the night, my leg was up, and I must have been sweating under the knee brace, and the sweat followed gravity and went. So, and we've also put Bengay in lotion bottles at friends' houses when we were younger. And like 3 or 4 days later, bro, they had a crazy story to tell. And I'm like, yo, we put that Bengay in there a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't talk to that dude. Payday had the crash from the ghost Swedish fish. Yeah, I appreciate it, dog. On the way in, on the way out, hit that like button at some point. Hey, all you gotta do is swipe down on the screen a little bit and pull the chat away and hit the like button. It's right there. It's a little shake like that. And I never really even worried about no likes. I ain't seen a single like go up since I've been talking about it. So all 39 of you must have liked it. No, there ain't no way. Not possible. Hit it like it owed you money. Yeah, beat it like it stole something from you. We got about 3 more minutes and then I'm up out of here. We're off to the premiere. Y'all heading over there, right? 39 people should be in there. 39 of you. You know what I could do? I'll do this. Stare at it. Dave, I'm going to watch this premiere thing. Look at that. Solving problems. I'll use this phone. Wait, let me catch up real quick. Yes, sir, Vanessa. I had to take a call. Who's certain folks in chat? Thank you. We're trying to name my like documentary. It's like the documentary. I'm doing a 2-part series, probably like 10 minutes each video. I thought about doing a 20-minute video, but I don't like watching 20-minute videos. I like spacing them out. But I need a name for it. So far, Captain's Chronicles is the one I'm picking. But anyway, solve the problem. I'm going to take this phone that I use to do some of the reaction with, because I do 2 phones. And I got like a soldier last cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, but hit it. Go ahead. They have all the cigarettes. Hit that like button like and try to pinch your sack. And not that sack. I'm talking about this sack. But I'm silly, Kurt. It's all good. Go to the premiere. Let's see if it's ready to go up yet. Go to the premiere, and when you're done, come back over here and let me know what y'all think. What's premiering? My freaking ACAL reaction. My Amen ACAL reaction. Ooh, look. There I am. What am I doing up there? Ooh, showing you the showing you. Showing you the showing you. What'd you say? Yeah, I'm sending Captain's Chronicles. Y'all head over to the premiere now, please. Yes. You're outside. Must be nice and chilly out now. No, it's not. Hey, Jennifer, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, head on over there now. Let me see. Hold on. You don't go now. You might go there and have to come back because there ain't nothing there. Oh, no. You could go now. We're there. We're there. Send it on over, man. Kate Spade there. Kenny Reacts is there. Hey, other person. Jennifer is in there. Yeah, head on over there. All 28 of you, head on over there. And then I'll leave this up after the premiere. Come on back and we'll talk for a minute. But I got to get out of here. My wife's got to shower. We got to get to bed at a decent time. Smoke on the water reactions. Support Kurt hot like that and watch his premiere. Oh, hit that like. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, definitely, no problem. Look, I watch all types of videos at work. Mangro, you too. Oh, we in here. We in here. Look, I'm over here typing and in here watching. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Y'all go check that trailer out, man. There's a trailer on my premiere. I never did that before. Sorry, I'm trying to communicate with the chat. That's funny. Yeah, I'm in here. I'm in here right now. Y'all go watch that premiere, man. You're missing out. Hit that like button on the way out. Give my best to Miss Captain Kurt. Have a great night. Later, homie. You too. You too. God bless, Jennifer. I see you over in the other chat, too. Yep, 3 minutes. 3 minutes till it drops. I tried a different premiere thing, too. Hey, Creeker Mariah, you have a great night. Mango, have a great night. Jennifer, have a great night. Mama Chrislyn, go to my premiere. Y'all better go over to my premiere, man. I see 25 people still in here. I see 10 people in my... Miami's in here. Miami's in here. Vanessa's in here. T. Dameron's in here. Ben's in here. The Gamer's in here. Kate's in here. That's it. Benny B's in here. I'll check it out. Bud, all the love. Peace. Peace. Doses. Hit that like button on the way out, your main girl. Yes, Benny. Benny, I got jet fuel gelato. What you think about it? Yeah, me too, dog. Ben, yeah, what time is it, Ben? Vanessa's here. Ben's just now getting up. Well, Vinny, uh, when the premiere starts, I'm turning my volume up. So if you're all in here, I ain't gonna be. You'll hear. You'll hear. No, I can't do that actually. Sounds good as hell. What does me or the beat? Oh, you're watching the trailer, huh? Yeah, I like putting those trailers on there. That's a lot of work to do all that though, because I had to. That's like Oh yeah. Oh, it's good. It is. It definitely is. Hit that like button, dog. Man, I got 0 likes on my reaction. That ain't right. I think it's pretty cool how this phone's chilling and that phone's chilling and this phone ain't got no service. I think that's pretty dope. Jesse B just premiered too. Man, I feel bad. My bad, Jesse B. Now we got 17 people in here. You 17 people would do me a favor and run over to that ACOW reaction. Well, not 17. Some of y'all are doubling it up. I think Vinny's doubling it up. I think Vicky. Yeah, and then I only been sleeping like. Hey Kurt, just want to let you know that somebody just texted me. I ain't got no time for that. All right, let's go. Premiere is starting. Premiere is starting. I wish I had to turn the volume down on this. Gotcha, Uncle Will. Gotcha. Damn, that means y'all missed this. Hold on. There ain't no thank yous. There ain't no, like I said, man, we hear it. Drop me a comment as it goes. Use promo code Creeker420 and grab you some merch, motherfucker! Hey, bro, I'm fixing to pull up on an old Molly Golightly. She doesn't even know it. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. Don't get yourself in trouble, Uncle Will. Please, dog. There ain't no need to get in trouble. I gotta go tell my daughter goodnight because I was supposed to get off of this after that. But I wanted to talk to y'all about it. Yeah, that was it. I don't know. I ain't spoke to Dylan. I'm gonna message Dylan tonight. Let's see what's up. Let me go, yeah, let me go say goodnight to her real quick. Okay? I'll be right back. I don't know what I'd play you something. You know, some music. No, I'll be right back. Braylon, you ready? I know. I was gonna bring this for you real quick. Here, look. Say hi. Say I was sleeping, but now I'm going to bed. Now I gotta go tuck her in. My bad. I had a false alarm, but I'm gonna. Let's go. There's blankets in here. Come on. That's what I said. All right, I'm back. My bad. I lost all y'all. I'm back now. My fault. I had to give my daughter a kiss and hug goodnight, and it's way more important than this thing. Nothing but crickets. The crickets are gone, and I am back. Or the crickets are still here. Uncle Will. Uncle Will, if you're still in here, dog, don't be getting yourself in trouble. Yeah, some of y'all are still here. The loyal mother. Everybody else done changed me to go watch somebody yell out with their megaphone to the crowd and talk trash about this person or that person. Which I don't care. Boring to me. Yo, let me tell you this. I'm going to say this. That A-Cow album, I know people are all going to have different opinions, and that's cool. That's all right. That's what music's about. Like, I seen Chopped and Skin said he felt like the beats could have been harder. Hey, appreciate you too, Mother Truckers. Y'all haven't checked out Two Mother Truckers, go check them out. They're pretty new, but they got a lot of upchurch react. Well, not a lot. They got a lot compared to how long they've been in this for. But when I seen their channel, y'all are still in here for a second. I got a question for you. Have you guys been doing this for longer than obviously 3 videos? There's no way you got the setup you got. You had to have been doing something else, another channel and another. I'm just curious. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. You got a nice little setup, man. You guys are very talented, very creative. I like the what upchurch song did you just do? The YZ. You did the you did the YZ remix. What was the other one? There was another one right before that I thought was pretty dope. Cotton and Kirk, yeah, same. Huh? Never before? You just grabbed. You had no computer knowledge, no like studio. See, I'm gonna. So I say people should judge people. People should. I agree. There should be some sort of judgment. When you look at somebody, they say first impressions are everything. Me, I would say if I had a guess, y'all had a nice little clean setup in the garage, and you showcased rifles for hunting, fishing lures, um, CBs. Just watch people like you been at it for a week. That's dope, dog. That's how I did it. Yo, I'm telling you, there ain't no better way for me to learn. YouTube done taught me how to learn so much. YouTube taught me how to learn from YouTube, if that makes sense. Like I learned how to. I just needed to figure out how to do chapters on things. Judging people is everything, right? No, it ain't. Judgment, you have to have judgment when you're, if you meet somebody, look, you meet somebody for the first time. Hey, what's good? Oh, not much. Just been smoking crack on the side of the road. They ain't going to tell you that. They're not, nobody's going to be like, oh yeah, I just got done shooting heroin in the bathroom. You want to go see where I did it at? You'll take you on a field trip? That's not going to happen. You got to have some sort of judgment. You got to be like, okay, this person, you're looking at what they got, blood dripping down their arm from all these pinholes right in this area. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out Trailer Made. So, like, you have to judge people. You have to look at the content creators. Like, that's how I hope y'all look at me. I hope you look at me and go, damn, that dude's a decent dude, listens to good music. You know what I'm saying? And not just in here supporting somebody that you're not judging. You should judge. Judgment is important. Judgment is who a person is. If you're a bad person, people are going to judge you as a bad person. If you're a good person, people are going to judge you as a good person. And yes, everybody's got different opinions. Some people have poor judgment skills. When somebody has poor judgment skills, how do you expect them to judge good people? I had poor judgment skills. When I was younger, I was a young little know-it-all punk. I was, yo, what's good? You my people. Off to jail. Off to jail. Your boy went. Kevin East wrote on the one. I didn't have a felony criminal record. Yo, the felony criminal record don't matter. I'll tell you that right now about YouTube. There's plenty of felons on YouTube. And I'll say this. A felony doesn't make you a bad person. A felony should only prevent you from owning a firearm. And it shouldn't even really prevent you from owning a firearm. I feel like there should be a list of charges that if you get those charges, and just because you got, I mean, I guess if you get burglary, then obviously if you got felony burglary, you don't want those people owning firearms because then they're going to break into people's houses. It'd be a home invasion. You know what I mean? It'd just be a life-changing crime. But no, I think that's dope, man. If y'all haven't checked out freaking Two Mother Truckers, man, I know I jumped off of that for a second, but that's stupid to talk about. I'm done with that. Anyway, Two Mother Truckers, I guess it is bad to judge because sometimes judging a book by its cover, I don't necessarily judge it by its cover. I judge it by a cover, the chapter names, the area that the book is in. Like, there's a whole bunch of, because you can be the dopest person in the world, but if you live in a bad neighborhood and hang around with a bunch of bad people, chances are I'm not going and chilling at your house. I'm not dapping you up, walking down the neighborhood streets with you. You know what I mean? It's unrealistic. But anyway, I'll tell you this: two mother truckers for doing it what, a week? They're killing it. Go sub up, man. You won't be disappointed. But immediately. Listen, y'all. I missed a whole bunch of comments. I'm gonna cruise through here. If the wife's going to get in the shower, Miss Captain Kurt is still in the building.
Go out this way, at least I go outside.
Whoa!
I'm happy about that, right?
Oh, Simba's popping
So
on my. I ain't watched Simba in forever. What's Simba doing there? Anyway. Hey, Simba TV. Yo, he was like one of the first reactors I seen react to Upchurch. Simba TV. Yo, I watched so many Upchurch reactions between the beginning of last week till now. I think I've seen almost every one of them. Yo, and go check some of the comments out. You'll see me in there. I tried to infiltrate other reactors and talk. And yo, I noticed one thing. And if you're in here still, any reactors that are in here, anybody that's into doing this, if you look at the support that Upchurch gets from a community, see, this is a crazy thing. 3 million subscribers, but the people that make the comments on videos, you can tell them, like, you can see they're constantly in every video. Those same people are also branched out into the community that of Upchurch. So reactors get those same commenters that flock from Ryan's videos, me being one of them. But I also have noticed that I'm not one of these though. Those same people won't do it for a country rap artist that ain't Ryan. I mean, sometimes like A-Cal or Burden. But I'm saying when you find a good, very entry-level country rap artist that's really good, man, support them like you support Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Support them with the might that you support other people in, and you'll see how successful the whole will be. I mean, think about it like this. If you listen to rap growing up, you didn't just have one favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Not one. You have multiple favorite rappers. You Jeezy, T.I., this. You name all these rappers. So, what did she say? Jamie, surgery tomorrow, love. I'm freaking out. Babe, it's okay. You'll be alright. Are you getting in the shower now, though? Man, bro, God bless you with a shout out. 100% love to you. Yeah, dog, I'm down to Mother Truckers. I'm down with a collab. I'm down with a pod. Look, me and Kenny Reacts do some stuff. Like, I don't mind working with other content creators. I think that we need that. The more that they, like, artists, this is another theory of mine. Artists that are looking at us as a whole, like Ryan, like A-Cal, Struggle, Broadnax, Demon Jones, like the headliner artists that are already big known, Jelly Roll, Colt Ford, all these people that us as reactors react to, we're also building an image to them. So they see that there ain't no love and no loyalty in the social media communities. I wouldn't want to do no interviews either. I mean, look at the No Jumper podcast. They got like 4 guys on there, and they get multiple, you know, because it's a bunch of different points of views. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes it's horrible. You got 4 different people, 5 different people with 5 different opinions. Rex, what do you mean with that, dog? You're finished. That's fine. You can come out here if you want to, babe. Join in on the conversation. I'm sure everybody would love that. Maybe that'll help your nerves. Rex, what do you mean? I can't really do that. You could get the beat and run it. I can't collab on it because then it ain't fair. If I'm a judge and I'm on one of them, really don't work. Yo, I was screwing around in my car the other day, rapping on beats, trying to switch up my flow. Go. It was fun. Eventually, I think I'm going to try to do it. Just on something for myself. Just to say, hey, I did it. I tried. I posted a video. I ain't afraid. I dressed up as a sumo thing this year for Halloween. Big fat dude. It's the thumbnail for this. And then I did the year before that. I was Jesus. No. I was it, and I won first place. This year I got third. The year before that I was Jesus, and I got third place. And then the year before that I was fake news, and I got second. So I placed in every position. And third, I got third twice. I got first once, and I got second once. I ain't afraid to participate and stuff, man. You only live once. You only build one legacy. Joy, you have a good night. If you build it, they will come. Facts. Yeah, Field of Dreams is dope. Field of Dreams is dope. My life is fleeting. Oh, I'm an overthinker. There ain't no try not to overthink it. Field of Blue Dreams nowadays. Facts. You only live once. Do it your way. Yo, and look, check this out. Hear this theory. There's 24 people in here, and I want to see if this makes sense to anybody else. Damn, I need a Zen. Do you know who Blind Fury is? If y'all know who Blind Fury is, hit a 1. If you don't know who Blind Fury is, hit a 2. Hey, I've been good, man. I've been good, dog. Oh, yeah, 1. We got 2 ones. What the hell is that noise? What's that noise? Sounds like somebody's whipping things around out there. This is what it sounded like. Like somebody's doing a hula and like a. All right. Anyway, so Vinny doesn't know who Blind Fury is. Mama Chrislyn doesn't know who Blind Fury is. All right. Blind Fury.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, hey, how are you? Blind Fury is a blind freestyle rapper that raps on BET. Well, he used to freestyle on BET. If you turn your phone all the way down, you can read it over there too. He used to freestyle on BET. Right? Hey, Ski Mask motherfucking Cowboy in the house. Yo, that's my dog. Go check out Hocus Pocus. If y'all want to leave right now and run over Ski Mask Cowboy's channel because I can't share his video on this, I wouldn't do it anyway because y'all need to see it for yourself. That's fire, dog. Share it, run it up. Rex, go watch Hocus Pocus. All y'all go watch Hocus Pocus. Anyway, Blind Fury is a blind rapper. Freestyle rapper. He's been on BET. He's dope. Can't see. I don't know his full backstory. I've heard a little bit about it, but the other day I was listening to him rap. And I was listening to from like way back when till nowadays. The man don't change shit for the good, for a good reason. Like, he doesn't change what he's doing. He improves on what he's doing, but he's not like rapping one way one day and then 6 weeks from now changing it up because he's been reading his damn comments and, oh, this person said that. Man, he don't give a shit. Say what you want to say. It don't matter. Type what you want because most people won't say it directly to you out of their mouth to where somebody can hear you. They're going to type it, and then in reality they're going to be the person sitting at the bar talking shit around a corner. They won't say it to your face. So, yeah. So
It's stuck on there.
I feel like this is what my thought is. How would this world be if everybody couldn't see what people were saying about him? Like, how would it be different? Would people respect people more because there was no hate? Or the hate, no problem, homie. The hate had to be genuine, if that makes
I
sense?
literally can't see you. That's what it's stuck on.
Hit it, play. Man, she couldn't.
Funny.
I'm the one out here smoking, and she thought it was stuck, but she has to hit play.
I didn't hit the play button.
Anyway,
Oopsie.
if the whole world couldn't see what people were saying about him, and everybody had to be real and speak it to the face, you know what I mean? Would the world be different? He can't read them. Yeah, he can't see, dog. I know he can't read them. He can't see them. That's my point. Unless he has one of those things that'll read you what's on your screen, which he might. But I don't think that. I think that it's not important to him what other people say. Because, like, as we grow up, we start finding the importance of comments. We start finding the importance of this shit. But in theory, if you've been blind for all the development of social media, you would never see the importance of a post or a comment. It would just be authentic, real life shit that a camera's recording. Yo, if you don't sub up to Ski Mask Cowboy, you're sleeping. Look, Ski Mask Cowboy is able to reach out to you and contact you now and interact with his fans. And that man's going to blow up. Watch. Something's going to hit, run viral. People are going to start seeing his channel and what he puts out. For the most part, from what I believe, everything on there, Ski Mask is very independent. I can't speak for the fact that it's all him, but I think it's all him. I'll say that. What are you seeing over there?
I'm reading what Jamie's saying to me.
I should try to read them. I need that thing that reads me the comments. I can only see it half the time. Yeah, Scuba Sam. She's a good example. Scuba Sam can only see it half the time, which I think that's a joke.
Jamie said to take
because
care of me.
she don't see both. She
Right, Jamie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Music ads, 50 horsepower. Man, I will take care of her. I didn't let the nurses take care of her when my daughter was born and she had a C-section. Why would I? Did I not?
He did.
Yeah.
He took very good.
So how can I not deal with a damn laparoscopic shoulder? What do they say? Hold my coffee. That's what I'd be saying. Here, hold my Coke. Hold my Pepsi, dog. Here, hold that. I got this. Just take care of her tomorrow. No, I'm selling her. Offering her up. Selling her on offer up tonight.
All right.
Just kidding.
He's selling me, y'all.
That would be a good interview. Oh, a Ski Mask Cowboy definitely adds 50 horsepower to whatever vehicle you're driving. Where's that comment at? How do I pin that comment? Why won't it let me pin that comment? That would be a good interview. What would be a good interview? Me and Ski Mask Cowboy? Yeah, Scuba Sam's half blind. I know. I remember. Trust me, I remember. How am I going to forget a half blind scuba diver? For real. I used to dive. I know how vital it is to have both of your eyeballs. So when you said that, I'm like, damn. So that means she's swimming, and you really, I don't mean any disrespect by when I say this, but I know how goggles work, and you can't see out of the sides of them depending on what type of goggle you got. So you would really have to, you want to look around this corner and you're missing this, you can't see out of this eye, you'd have to look a long corner. Yo, is it like your good eye, if that makes sense? If I close my left eye and weld, I can weld perfect with my right eye. But and they're two different focal points, if that makes sense. Kansas Rebel Man reactions 150 horsepower. What does that mean? Oh, he adds. Got $5,000. Nah, I'm playing. What? $5,000? What are we going? Yo, that went over my head, dog.
For me.
Oh, no, she ain't for sale. I was kidding. I was kidding about that. Damn, I could get $5,000 for you, though. That ain't enough. Yo, Florida's got a big ass. Well, it ain't Florida. I think everybody can play the Powerball, right? Everyone can play the Powerball? Yeah, everyone can play it because California played it. Bidding on your wife. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Dude, I subbed to the Blind Surfer. The Blind Surfer. No, Blind Fury.
Jamie will pay $40,000 for me. Look at that.
Oh, that's a place? No, that is a place. Dude, who is? What is she paying?
$40,000.
40,000 what? Pesos? Pesos? That's only like 40 or 400 bucks.
No, $40,000.
Yeah, she said pesos. $40,000?
Yeah.
Yo, what if I sold you and you just ran away and came
Maybe
back home?
$100,000.
What if you just ran away and came back home? Just take the money. Then you break out. Yeah. It's fine.
Dollars.
Just
yeah.
like animals.
$100,000.
Listen, have you ever
You won't take $100,000.
You're gonna have to put up Y'all seen my missing person? Because she's gonna run away. Lost, endangered person. Lost, endangered. My property ran away. I do what I want. No team, no manager. Oh, see, you see that. No, I know. I get that. That's what I'm saying. I know you do no team, no manager, but I'm saying I don't know if your videos, I know most of your videos are all you because we've talked about that. But I'm saying, like, if you shot Hocus Pocus like that and did that shit, bro, I need to figure out what the hell you're doing. Because you went, your last two videos, both of those, I can't remember the name of the damn song now. I feel like a dumbass. How I Roll. Do you think How I Roll and Hocus Pocus have anything on... Look, Magic was a great video. But if you had the abilities to shoot Magic over... Whew, I mean, you could do it, but I wouldn't do it. I was pissed off at Kenny. Kenny changed his intro to his first reaction. So I had this busted-ass old phone looking thing ringing. It said Captain Kurt Reacts in some stupid font. And Kenny had this badass Kenny Reacts. I said, Kenny, you didn't have that thing the whole time. What? What are you flinging water on me for?
I'm showing you that it's gone.
Yo, I got 2 hours of sleep last night. If I leave you here, can I go get a Zen?
That's his own damn fault, y'all.
Yeah, I know.
When he says shit like that, tell him it's your own damn fault. Because he does it to himself. He does. He'll stay up all night long and I'm yelling at him in the morning to get up, get out of bed, go to work. Come on, let's go. He's going to get his in. Here he comes. I see him running around in there. Behind me. What a trip. Yeah, you're right, Jamie. He does. It's a love-hate relationship for sure. He's a hot mess, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm glad I was worried about the food that we had to buy at the grocery store when I forgot to go to get the Zen, too. Got the milk, check. Got the water, check. Not the right water, check. Forgot the Zen. Fuck.
I needed him to get distilled water for the little one's cool mist humidifier. He goes and gets more bottled water instead of the distilled water for her humidifier. Oh, what a trip.
Man, these things destroy my list. Babe, listen, I know what that sound was.
What was
You know
that?
why I've never heard that sound? Because those people put sprinklers in over there. So it was the sprinklers going turning on. I'm like, damn, we got fucking hula dancers out front.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
He's a big dork.
Yeah, I was manscaping.
He's a big dork.
I feel that mine does the same thing. What am I doing? Another two mother truckers has to wake. Miss She don't have to wake me up.
Yeah, bullshit. Listen, when he only gets a couple hours of sleep, I'm screaming at him to turn that damn alarm off.
Oh,
He's trying to hit the alarm next to the bed. It's damn alarm in the freaking bathroom that his phone's
that was
going
this
off.
morning, yeah.
And I'm like, it's in the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm fucking whacking I'm looking, I'm like, why is this thing not going off? I'm hitting the button on
Right,
it.
because it's the wrong damn alarm.
And she said it, and I felt like such a dumbass. Like, I was up at that. I'm like, oh, man. Because it was to the point where I was sleeping when I tried to shut it off. But as I kept trying, I started waking up and getting fucking irritated. I'm cussing too much right there. Need to stop being a sailor, see? I keep myself on. Well, she does too. But I used to call myself the Hot Mess Express until somebody... About trans?
Train.
Oh, I'm like, trans? I'm so confused.
Jamie.
What?
When you come, you let us know when she comes to Florida.
Oh.
She's
Like,
coming.
what are we talking about in the chat? These last two, my homie did them. Yeah, bro. Who's the homie, dog? You gotta lock that dude in. Because look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you ever seen Bretwin DeVille, him and Bretwin DeVille have a similar style in my opinion. Or Ghost. Ghost and Bretwin, to me, I think are the two best country rap and maybe what's the other guy's name? What's the other dude's name? Drake McGuire. Drake McGuire's pretty good too.
Lakeland's not too far.
Lakeland's right. I was in Lakeland the other day. I was in where I went all the way up there, all the way over there, all the way down here, and all. I was far.
Here, there, and
yo.
everywhere.
Yo,
he
I was
said.
hitting roads. I thought there was one point. Let me tell you about the field trip I took. What day did I take that field trip? Saturday. Yo, Saturday I went for a cruise, and I found this spot. If I would have got out and took pictures, y'all would have been like, "Yo, what state are you in? Where the hell you go?" Yo, there was like hills. We don't got no hills. There was hill. You could stand here, and you see like elevation, which was not much here, and then there was more over here, so it looked like there was a big old. Oh, it was dope. I was.
I'll check, Jamie, how far.
That's where I was doing my freestyling at. That's
it's
where my
not
free.
too far.
Lakeland's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Country Cody and all them. Country Cody's in Lakeland. Bez Believe is sometimes in Lakeland.
Yeah.
Like
And it
Canton.
says an hour and 14 minutes.
It's not though. It depends. That's the heart of Lakeland though.
Yeah.
That's down.
It's
I
not.
didn't go that far down. I wasn't in Lakeland. I was in damn, where's JD?
You were in
JD?
like Dade City.
No, I was, but I wasn't. I was up here. I know where I was because I didn't know you could get back from Brooksville, but I was all the way up here, and then 98 brought me all the way down here, and then I turned through. What is this right here?
Lacoochee. You were in Lacoochee.
I was wherever, not Brooksville, Inverness. There it was where I is. That's where I is.
You were.
Well, there's a road, 41. I drove 41. Oh no, I drove 19 to Crystal River, 98, 44. I drove 44 down in through Inverness, down through here, wound up through there, down away from 75 because I wasn't going there, and then to 41 and then home. I drove for like 2 hours. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Oh, waking up. I wake up, for the most part, pretty damn good Monday through Friday. If I stay up and get 2.5 hours, 2 hours of sleep from the time I close my eyes to the time I got to open my eyes is only 2 hours, no, then you're right. I probably going to have that same problem in the morning. Probably going to have the same problem in the morning. I don't see a way around it. Yo, gotta go just catching the Blind Fury talk. No, hey, the Blind Fury talk? What do you mean? Oh, you were catching the Blind Fury talk? Yeah. The Blind Fury talk's important. What my point is read what people say. Look, check this out. Hold on. Don't go nowhere if you're here for that. I'm glad you said that. This is what I wanted to say to end this out on the Blind Fury. If you can't listen to what anybody else says any other time. If somebody tells you to stop, somebody tells you whatever
I'll look.
she'll look. But whatever you struggle with at listening at, right? Let's apply that same shit to reading what other people say about you. Read it, keep it going. How far is Winter Haven from you?
Yeah, it's further.
Winter Haven is down or up?
I think it's south.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
it's
Tampa.
down and south.
yeah.
That's an hour and 31 minutes.
Well, it's if you go that way. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
only way you can go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's far. Not fun, but I do
86.3
love Tiger
miles.
Balm. Justice, I love Tiger Balm too, but it's the devil's balm.
Not in her eyeballs.
Y'all need to
She
come
got it
drive
right.
for me. Where are we driving for you? Where are we going? Dude, before I know it, I'll be coming live to you from Tennessee. The way that she's got me.
Yep.
But I do, listen,
And one day, he's moving me to Tennessee, whether he likes it or not.
yo, Mama Church pulled some tarot cards for me last night. And I'll tell you this. I can't stop thinking about that shit. She said, you're going to get a really creative mind and you're going to get a big opportunity to be super creative. And you're going to have a lot of creative potential, but you're not going to know that you're getting it. Yo, this lady doesn't understand. I was just in my car riding around rapping, which, I in my opinion, I didn't sound that bad, right? And I was like, man, I wouldn't do it like to do that. Yo, what if I'm pretty good at doing it? Look at Jesse B.
He's not bad.
And but I don't have
He's-
confidence.
Right.
I don't feel
thinks
confident
he's
enough
bad.
to do it. I don't
But
feel
he's really not.
I don't feel confident enough. I don't feel. But see, I do because I want to get. If I could get, listen, this is what I. This is what. If I do it, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna even hear me do it, other than one person. I'm gonna record it in that little studio in there, try to figure out a way to make the sound right with the little
Ooh.
crate things I got. I got these little milk or cup holder, like for the cup holders, the cardboard cup holders. I put those on the wall in there. Not yet, but I could. And then I could record it. I could save it. I could email it straight to Dub 3030 and say, Dub, put the spin on it, dog. Take it and throw it. Because I don't need you to edit a bunch of shit, but I need you to soften the tones and maybe throw the damn, chop it up a little bit. Then I'll take it to chopped and skinned and I'll put it out on my own, have him chop it. Yo. A lot of things I would have a lot to say. Let me just say this. I've already thought that 2-part interview ain't gonna be enough time. Hustle and flow it. Yo, I'll give you guys an inside trip with what I'm gonna talk about. I didn't grow up with both of my parents, but I grew up with a mom that was like fucking Hitler. But I appreciated it. As much as I hated it, I appreciated it. She would beat the hell out of me. Not in a bad way. I deserved every bit of it. She would. But she always educated me on what I was doing. And I thought at a young age that I knew what the hell I was doing. And I thought I took enough of what she taught me and I could apply it to whatever the hell I wanted to do and I'd be successful. Boy, I was wrong. I started hanging around with bad people. I ruined a baseball career in high school that I could have went really far with. But I wanted to smoke weed and hang around other people that I thought were cool and I thought were my boys. You know what I mean? And then I screwed around, hung around with the wrong people, started smoking pot, started doing my thing. And I'll tell you this, I never went to jail by myself. Like hanging around by myself, but I sure as hell went to jail hanging around with a bunch of people I shouldn't have been around. A lot of times. More times than I wanted to.
Well, the 16 bar.
Yo, I'll tell you this, country. They're probably going to sit. I've been saying November 15th, but I just put out that thing on the ACAL video, and I said...
Facts, Arquette. Go ahead.
And I said that I might let it run a little longer because I got a couple people that would be really big to be on it that might get on it. If they don't get on it, they don't get on it. But I got a couple people that I think are going to jump on it here soon. And if they do, run it. It's going to help everybody else that's got theirs out there because everybody's going to want to look at the other ones.
Yeah.
If they don't jump on, we'll see.
Hey, Benny.
Benny, what's good? But anyway, I'll go back to what I was saying for a second, but I ain't gonna get too much into it. I'll get more into it in my video, but I got into a lot of trouble. I mean, a lot of trouble. Like, I didn't get into a little bit of trouble. I didn't get in like bird in trouble, but I got in damn close to bird in trouble. I didn't get in that trouble, but I could have. How do I say it without saying it? Making myself sound like an absolute savage. If I would have made a couple decisions a little differently, not much, just a little differently, I would be hanging out behind bars forever probably. But I guess I was wise enough to get myself out of a couple situations and walk away, which was rare for me. Bro, just jump on it, Rex. Kill it, dog. Jump on it. Well, I gotta jump off here, Skin. Reactions start at 9
Good
a.m.
night, two mother truckers.
Me and Nate has got to shout you out. Bro, I appreciate it. Hey, even if not, I appreciate you regardless, dog. Hey, if y'all get a chance when you're done watching me, make sure you head over to Two Mother Truckers, get in the comments and watch one of the reactions. If you just watch one and comment on 1 minute, it helps. It helps the algorithm. It helps other people. When somebody,
Hey,
bro,
Becca.
people follow herds. People ride in a herd. People see a bunch of cars coming. Everybody wants to ride with the cars. They don't want to sit back in their own pocket. She does it all the time. And I'm like, yo, sit in your own pocket. Just nobody's by you. Let them fucking idiots keep going. We'll sit back here. When people speed up, we'll either speed up and keep in our pocket or we'll drop back and let them pass. See
Give
ya.
Jamie a wrench.
Yo,
Jamie's
I can't. Jamie, throw Jamie a wrench.
Yeah, give her a wrench.
There you go,
She's
Jamie.
been in here for a while.
Yo, I could have pinned. Yo. Anyway,
Thank you.
go
Num
show him
Lungs.
some love, man.
No,
Is what-
tell Num Lungs good night. Thank you.
Good night. But go show him some love, man. Go show him some love. And people follow herds. So when they see one comment, they want to put a second comment. People, look, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Rita. Hey, Mama Rita.
Hey, Rita.
This Miss Rita's in the house. Show Miss Rita some love. Give Miss Rita some roses on that. Drop her some roses. Anyway, I've known that lady. I still know her house phone number. Rita, can I give out the old house phone number? I don't think it's Bob's anymore. 535-42. And I ain't saying the rest. Anyway, yo, I used to call her all the time. All the time. She probably knew every time. Oh, that's Curtis. Oh, that's Curtis. There you go. I was a pain in the ass. She knows. She could be my witness in here. Miss Rita, I'm glad you're in here. Hold on. Because I need this in here. This is a very necessary thing. My mom, I wish I'd remember when my mom was in here because I could have asked her. When I was 17 years old, and I decided that after my mom took the car that I drove away from me because of bad decisions, that I was going to steal the car. I was going to take the car to a party. I was going to get obliterated on alcohol and Xanax. Then I was going to attempt to drive it because my mom had to be back in it for work in the morning. And during that time, I wound up in a 10-foot lake with my car underwater, and I swam to the shore. Because when all that Kylie Rodney shit was going on, I'm like, yo, I have had to deal with that. It ain't that damn hard. I'm telling you, I was sleeping in a Xanax daze with my foot smashed on the gas pedal. People behind me were watching me go across 3 lanes of traffic, and I kept hitting the curb and bumping back because I was loose. I was fucking Solomon. I'm not bragging. I'm trying to make you understand. Vinny knows. I'm trying to make you understand what was happening. I pulled up. This is okay. Oh, I'm going into the whole story. I don't know how much battery I got, but I'm doing
Justice
it.
said you and Ryan did so much for Miss Kylie Rodney.
Check this out. I appreciate that, Justice, but check this out. I gotta tell the story. I'm telling it. I'm not reading anything. I'm telling you what happened. I'm at the house. I'm young. I'm 17 years old. I'm trying to get a piece of ass. I'm trying. I'm this girl, Heather. She's calling me. Oh, yo, come on out. Come hang out. Come chill. I'm like, yo, I can't go nowhere. I'll come get you. No, I was too cool to have anybody come get me. I want to control my own shit. I want to ride in my own lane. No, I'm good. I'll figure out a way there. Couldn't get there. Stealth mode. Got the car keys. I'm gone. Pocket full of Xanax, weed. I'm going.
Teenager wanting some booty.
Woo-hoo. Get to the party. Tons of people there. Tons of possibility to make money. I made some money. People stole shit from me. I seen them do it. So then I was like, all right, bet. So I waited because only about 30 minutes and now you're going to be forgetting where you're at. You know, and I didn't have that problem because I was immune to that shit. I mean, I wasn't completely immune to it. Obviously, as the story gets further on, you'll see. So then I stole it back and I stole a bottle of his mom's expensive ass wine. I'm like, oh, you want to be a punk? Your mom ain't here. She's going to be pissed when she comes home and this $400 bottle of wine ain't here. So Heather's like, oh, I'll drive. I'm like, no, I got to drive. She's like, you probably shouldn't drive. I'm like, I'm fine. What are you talking about? Fine. Good. Get in the car, I back up, I bump into the tree. Boom. Not bad, but bad enough to scratch it. She's like, no, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I was too close to the tree when I pulled in. I knew that was going to happen. And then I was like, oh, no big deal. No big deal. I'll drive. She's like, no, I'm telling you. So then I was a dude, 17 years old. She was a girl. I think she was 17 or 16. She was driving her car. I was driving my car. I'm like, fuck that. I'm driving what I want to drive, and I'm driving. All right, bet. I'll follow you. Okay. So here she goes. She's following me. She ain't doing too good a job because now she's next to me. And she somehow makes it through the light. And I didn't. And I'm good. I'm just driving. I guess. Maybe the reason she passed me is because I ain't following this idiot. So I go right. Because I said, oh, I know how I catch her. I know a shortcut. No, listen to this shortcut I took. I go right. I'm going down the road. I come up to the turn lane I need to be in. I'm driving. I'm supposed to be stopping. Run right into the back of a minivan. I mean, boom. I said, oh shit. I can't get it. I can't get arrested. I got to get my mom's car back because she's got to take it to work tomorrow. So I back up. I go to forward to leave, and I hit the van again. At this point, I'm like, fuck, dude. I got to leave. So I don't even back up. I just turn the wheel and press the gas and just drag all the way down the side. And then I make my left-hand turn like there was nobody there. Now the adrenaline's flowing. I mean, heart's racing. Both hands are on the wheel, and I'm punching. I made my turn. I'm punching. Right to sleep. Night, night. The adrenaline hit. All the drugs and the alcohol in my system, I couldn't take it. That my body said, you're going to bed. Now, remember, I had punched it to do that. So my foot was still on the accelerator, and I was still going. And my body was leaning forward into the steering wheel. And I'm sleeping. I'm sleep driving. I went through 2 lights. They were both green, thank God. And I started to fishtail through the second one. There was like 3 cars following me because I had hit the van. So they were like following me on a hit and run so they could chase me and report me or whatever. And I started fishtailing. I don't remember the fishtailing. I just remember hitting the van, pulling around the van, and smashing the gas. And that's all I remember. And then, from what I was told, the kid Chris that was behind me, Chris Shear, shout out to Chris Shear. I don't even think Chris Shear's alive anymore. If he is, I apologize. If he ain't, my bad for doxing you. But anyway, Chris followed me, and then at Brian Dairy, I started getting real bad. He said I went all the way over, almost hit the mobile gas pump thing because they were right by the road. There was like a pole and then there was a pump. He said I clipped the curb, shot back across. My car got enough of an angle. I hit the center median, went 2 lanes of traffic directly over them, over about a 4-foot embankment because the water, it rained real bad. Everywhere it was wet and muddy. It poured down rain for like 3 days. So the cops never knew where the car went in. They had to go off what everybody else said because there was no entry marks. There was no tire marks going into the water. That's why I said you don't have to have entry marks to get into damn water. If you launched from an area and your tires never hit the sand underneath you, you go into the water and you're going to go in nose first. And then if there's an air pocket in the back, the car's going to roll boop, right down into the bottom, just like it did. Imagine that. How do you think I know that? Well, I freaking went aerial, woo, nose first, as the car hit the water, all 4 tires blew out like a hovercraft, and it started going down. Now, hold on. Rewind. When I hit the van, right before I hit the van, I thought it was a great idea to pop this bottle of wine and drink this bottle of wine because I'm feeling my vibe. I got my radio on. I'm fucked up, and I got to drink more now. Makes no sense, huh? This is why I don't drink alcohol. This is the thought process that I'm drinking in the car after I already drank all the alcohol at the freaking house party. Well, I opened this bottle of wine, dude. It tastes like feet. It tastes like bottled feet. It was hot, and it tastes like somebody took it and put all feet juice in it and sealed it up and called it wine. And feet juice, like I swear, like people were squeezing toenail stuff in it and ferment. I mean, I would rather drink pure feet juice. So I throw this thing out the window, and as I'm throwing this bottle of wine out the window is when I fucking ran into this van. That's how I hit the van, because I rolled the window down. I did one of those where you're driving and you got some room, but I really didn't, and I'm watching it break. Boom! I watched that break as I ran into the van. I'm not laughing because it was funny. I'm laughing because of how much of an idiot I was and how I could have taken someone's life, myself, or so many other people. I could have really hurt somebody. I really could have. So here I am in midair. I'm still sleeping. I'm out. I'm snoozing. Now I got severe front end damage from hitting the van. I beat my car up. My tires are all fucked up. The rims are all the sway bar linkage and the tie rods, all that shit snapped when I hit the water. But it's also because of all the jamming into the curbs I did, fishtailing down for 3 blocks. So then I hit the water. I never forget this. When I hit the water, I opened my eyes as I smashed into the windshield. Like I went I went through the airbag. The airbag went off immediately. Boom! As I hit, the airbag hit me, the airbag woke me up. But as I hit the water, it threw me, the momentum, it was crazy. It like threw you back and then it throws you forward again. When it threw me forward again, it threw me out of my seat into my windshield and busted my face open right here. And I'll never forget, I looked down and the motor was pushed into the radio. Like it pushed the radio out and I could see the throttle body. It had cracked through the fire. Like it was bad. Like I pushed the whole motor. I hit the lake at I would say 90 miles an hour at least. Because they said I was doing over 100 when they were trying to catch me. And they couldn't catch me. They were trying to keep up with me and I just kept accelerating. And at the light I was doing 80 when I went through the light. And I just kept going at that point. So depends on, I don't know. I think I was probably doing about 90 when I hit the water. So I hit the water. I wake up in the dashboard. Remember when I rolled the window down and threw the bottle of wine out? Thank God I did. And I was in the dash, I was across, my feet were stuck in between the steering wheel and the dash and the door panel over here. They were over, it threw me like a horse. Like if a horse kicked you off of it and you went your head over feet, but my feet never made it. My ankles got stuck in the bottom of the steering wheel, but I was able to get my ankle out because my seat was far enough back. I lifted my foot back and pulled my feet out, and then I seen all the water just blowing through that driver window, just pouring into the window. And I grabbed the A pillar and I grabbed where the window went down and I pulled myself out, and I had suede Jordans on. I had a Phillies baseball jersey on and I had jeans on. And I remember pulling myself out and I started swimming and it was so deep right there. I thought I could touch the bottom and I couldn't touch the bottom. Well, then the car started going down. The car went straight nose down like this into the water and pitched. So it was almost standing straight up and down. It would have rolled. Maybe not. Maybe it did roll all the way over. Well, no, it didn't, because when I got out, I swam to the shore. I barely made it to the shore. I remember right there at the end, I could barely swim because I was so weighed down with all that clothes on and suede shoes, and there was mud. I started hitting muds, not mud, I was in the mud in my feet. I had cattails and water lilies, and it was bad. And I got to the shore and the police had already been on the way. So about the time I hit the shore, the cops pulled up. And I just laid on the shore and I pulled a Friday. You got to remember, I was fucked up, but I started to really sober up at this point because now I'm I'm fucked. So I said, my neck, my back, and it did hurt. My back hurt so bad because I hit my face and my neck. That's why I have neck problems now. It bent my face all the way back, I could have broke my neck. So they took me to the hospital. And I couldn't feel, when I got to the hospital, I couldn't feel from my waist to my feet. And they didn't believe me, so they kept sticking these big ass needles in the bottom of my feet and I ain't moving. So now they're starting to get a little worried. Well, then they sent me for a bunch of scans, and I guess when you get into severe impact like that happens. When you hit something that hard with that much force, it causes that. I forget what they called it.
She said you screamed my neck and my back.
I swear to God, as soon as I hit the shore and I seen the cop lights, the first thing that popped in my head was that black dude when he trips in the store and fakes it. My neck, my back, my neck, and my yo. And I knew from another incident that I got into that as soon as you start talking about neck and back pain, they bring out that back brace and they bring out all that shit. I ain't walking. Fuck that. I couldn't even drive. You expect me to walk? So I'm lay on the shore and not move. My neck in my back, my neck in my back. So they didn't really expect anything. What's fucked up is Chris, the guy that watched me.
You're right.
Chris, the guy that watched me do all this, he was like, he told the cops. I'm like, damn, dog. He's like, bro, I didn't know. I was getting ready to swim in the sea. And in all fairness, when I got out of the water and laid on the ground, Chris was standing there with his shirt off and his phone and shit in his hand. So he was getting ready to throw his shit down and go jump in the water to save me. I remember looking, when they were taking me out, I remember looking over at the lake because I didn't realize how big it was. I didn't even know where I went into the water at. You got to remember I was sleeping. So I thought I was in a ditch or something. I thought, oh, this ain't nothing. I'll just fucking push this thing out. We'll get some people, we'll push it out. No, weren't pushing that thing out. So the diver, now at some point during all this, it ripped my back bumper off. So there was no license plate. The bumper and the license plate were gone. The back bumper. I didn't even hit nothing with the back of my car. The bumper was gone. And the diver, when the diver found my car, he stood on the trunk and the water was up to his chin. And my car was like this. So, I mean, you got 7 feet, 8 feet of car and 6 feet of diver. I was pretty deep. In theory, I think I was deeper than the other individual or close to the same depth. So, yeah, I went to the freaking hospital. I get out of the hospital. I'm good. I'll never forget this. I was sleeping. And the lady's like, this was kind of creepy.
Right, I'm going to
The lady said, I'm almost done
That's
with this story.
I gotta
Give me a
take
kiss. I love you. Enjoy your shot. The lady said,
Going to shower, everybody.
she's off the shower.
Good night.
Good night. The lady said, I'm sleeping. And now I'm handcuffed to the bed. Sleeping. State troopers right here. Heather and Sarah are right here. Sleeping. I hear the cop. But now I hear this priest lady coming in here praying for me. I don't realize I've been sleeping for 2 days. She's praying. Oh, praying. I'm like, damn, I ain't opening my eyes yet. The cops still got me handcuffed. Now, I've been there for like a day and a half at this point, actually. And at some point, I fell back asleep. Like, I faked my sleep long enough, and I was already tired. I was laying in the hospital. I was afraid to go to jail anyway. I'm like, fuck it. I wasn't afraid to go to jail. I just didn't want to go to jail. I'd been to jail, so I was like, man, this is going to suck. Actually, I think I was 18. I was 18 when this happened. Because I could go to big boy jail. No, I was 7. No, I was 18. Because then they let me out. The cop left. He left, and I ended up waking up, and he was gone. No handcuff, no cop, no papers, no nothing. Sarah said, yep, he said he's been here for a day and a half. Nobody else is coming on the shift. He's going home. So deuces. I looked around. I got a hospital gown on. They cut all my clothes off. I had a damn baseball jersey on, and they cut my clothes off. They cut. The buttons are right here. They cut right next to the buttons. Instead of just undo the buttons and then do the same thing, they cut it off. So I had no shirt, no underwear, no pants. I had a hospital gown. I was chilling in a hospital gown. So they're like, we'll take you home. Nah. Mama Dukes was not letting me in the house. You ain't coming in my house. You're not allowed to live here no more. Find somewhere else to live. What about all my shit? She said, I'll put it in the front yard tomorrow. All right, whatever. Can I get clothes? Nope. You can't get nothing. So I go back to Sarah's house. Her dad, I borrowed some clothes from her dad. During that time, I have a seizure. Started smoking weed, chilling, kicking it, and I just started seizing. And I'm telling these people, I'm like, I keep having seizures. It was minor at first. My jaw kept locking. One side of my face would go that way, like my jaw would go that way, my head would want to pull that way. I could feel it, and it would keep doing it to me. And it started getting worse. So finally, I'm like, look, my mom, it was the next morning, all night I went through that. The next morning comes, my mom went to work. My mom got to work. I forget how she got to work, but she went to work. And I think she borrowed one of my grandparents' vehicles. And then I snuck home. I knew where a key was to get in. I snuck home. I went inside. I went into bed. I tried to sleep it off. And I'll never forget, my body was pulling to like the left so bad that I kept forcing myself on. Like it would roll me over. Like if I was laying on the bed and it started pulling, it would pull so hard, it would just keep making me roll over in the bed. And then I'd flop over to the other side. Like I thought I was having a stroke. So I called 911. Like, fuck this. I'm calling 911. About that time, Mama Dukes had got word that I'd done snuck into the house. So she was coming home ready to fuck me up. She was coming home. She was Muhammad Ali coming through that door. She was Mike Tyson coming through that door. I'm like, yo, the paramedics are like literally right behind you. I hear the siren. My tooth at this point, is good now. Knock on wood, but it's a fake tooth up there, half of it, or whatever. They fixed it. I broke it. I broke the whole side of it off. So I'm like, look, I've been having seizures so bad that my tooth broke, yada, yada, yada. I got to the hospital. They said it was from smoking weed. Some medicine they gave me from the car accident, and the weed it's like one of the only things that you can't do, and I didn't have enough time with it out of my system, so it caused seizure. What? I'm smoking weed my whole life. I never had no seizure from smoking weed. She's like, it's not the weed, it's the medicine we gave you with the weed. Like, Yeah, so that's my mother story for. I got 2 DUIs from one. End of the story is they have a year to charge you with DUI, and they had never formally charged me. It was 11 months and like 2 weeks, and I'm at home chilling. My mom got a new car. I ended up getting kind of back on track. Got myself a car. I think nothing of this shit. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what? Who's at that door? I look out the door and say, yo, there's 3 cops outside. I open the door. Yep, that's me. Huh. Turn around. Come on outside. Come on outside, Captain Kirk. Come talk to us. All right, bet. Come outside. You're under arrest for 2 counts of DUI. DUI leaving the scene of an accident with property damage and DUI. I'm like, how do you get 2 DUIs driving one time? Well, you can't. And you do. When I hit the car, if I would have stopped like I was supposed to, that would have been just one DUI. Because it continued, this is the second time in that same path, the law will get you, man. Florida will get you. I don't think every state will hit you like that. I know Florida will. And that's good, man. I'm glad. Like I said, it made me who I am today. And and that ain't nothing. That's one time. That's one time. One time I thought I was cool enough to kick it with the big dogs, which I was at that time, but I was trying to go way bigger and hang out with people I shouldn't have been around. And I got robbed of $1,600, tied up. The dude went to pistol whip me, and I blocked it with my forearm. And when he hit my forearm, he had his finger on his trigger like a dumbass. And when he hit me, I blocked it, and it came down off my forearm and hit him in his thigh. And when it hit his thigh, he pulled the trigger and shot himself right in the fucking thigh. Dude, blood went squirting all over me. As soon as it hit his thigh, it just went all over me. And here I am, getting choked out, about to get tied up and robbed. Now I'm covered in blood, and I wake up in my boxers with my hands tied to my chest, my feet tied together, and I'm in between 2 hotel beds with a fucking dresser sitting on me. They put the dresser down on me to hold me down, so I couldn't get up. And the police couldn't break the chain. They're trying to kick this door in. They can't break this damn chain. And my buddy's like, yo, I'll break that fucking door. And the cop's like, go ahead. You think you can do it? Go ahead. Dude, he kicked it one time. Boom, chain blew off. They come running in there. They searched the room. They threw a shell casing in the toilet because of the water, so you couldn't get no fingerprints off of it. And the heat from the gun discharging, you couldn't get no fingerprints. They had blood all over the place. They thought the blood was from me. I didn't know where the fuck the blood was from at first. my neck and my back will always work. If you ever get into a car accident, it'll always work. The only thing that helped me in that situation was I stayed sleeping for 2 days, and the cop was just sick and tired of sitting there. It was a state trooper. I was in Largo. There's Largo cops. They were on to the next DUI. Those state troopers, they're just there because it was a traffic. It happened at a. So yeah. And that was because I got mixed up with the wrong. Well, that was over a female too. That was over a chick. A chick set me up. This chick I knew was doing some things she shouldn't have been doing. She was selling drugs. She was out doing bad shit like robbing people. And I knew that, but I'd known her for a long time. So she had friends over there, and I should have never trusted her friends. And her friends seen I had some money, and her friends seen I was a little fucked up. I was there with my homeboys. My homeboys probably had something to do with it. I don't talk to them. I call them homeboys at the time. They were. But they went to Waffle House, left me there with this chick, and fucking 3 dudes come walking in the room. So, hey, white boy, give me that money. I said, no, I'm giving you shit. Put my hand over top of my pockets, and out came the pistol. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. I ain't giving you a fucking thing. You better use that fucking thing. And his homeboy came up behind me, and I tried to, I put my neck down, try to fend him off, try to keep the gun in front of me. Fuck this dude. Try to keep him from getting me. He was struggling. I kept trying to bow him. That's when he came up, went to pistol whip me, and I just threw the elbow, hit the elbow, boom, shot me, blood went all over me. I went like this, like what the fuck, and then he choked me out. So as soon as I let the pressure off my neck, boom. Yeah, I pulled myself out of the driver's side window. I was in the driver's seat, and I got thrown into. Well, I didn't even get thrown all the way into the window. My upper body got thrown into the window. Like my face, I was up. My face was like by the defroster, like you know the vents, the defroster vents. I was up in there, and my feet were like 1 foot was up, stuck in between the door, and the steering wheel was like in my belly. I had a big ass bruise from the steering wheel. You could just see a big old steering wheel in my belly from where I hit it and went into it. It was bad. And when they pulled the car out, I didn't even know this. I had 2 unopened beers. I had a case of empty beer that had nothing in it. It was just an empty box. That floated out. And I had 2 beers. I had a nicotine inhaler. Back in the day, they had nicotine inhalers. And I was smoking them. My mom was like, you gotta quit. So I got a nicotine inhaler. I had that. They were like a pencil. You just breathe in this nicotine. And 2 beer bottles. And yo, all that shit when they pulled the car out, it didn't. Everything else, like the books of the car, all the bullshit, a bottle of Xanax floated right out the window. Thank God. But it was in my name anyway. Couldn't have done anything. But everything else that shouldn't have floated back in the car, stayed in the car. They pulled the car out. The cops were like, "Ooh!" They landed on the driver's seat. The beer bottles. When they pulled the car out, the bottles when the water settled and washed out the door, they landed on the driver's seat. So they just popped their head in the window. And then my mom got a phone call like a week later that some maintenance guy thinks that she put her car in this lake because he sees her plate in the lake. He found it. She's like, no, you fucking idiot. They showed up at her house. I'll never forget it. She called me all pissed off. She said, these fucking idiots showed up at my house. Said I put my car in the lake. Do they not know that they just pulled it out of the lake 2 weeks ago? I'm like, yo, look, yell at them. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I had a bruise there. My whole eye right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right here, it's been a while. But it busted that open. I didn't really have any scratches. I had a busted open face from hitting the windshield. I had a lot of stiff bones. My neck, my shoulders, my back. Like all my ribs were bad. I think I did have a cracked rib. My ribs were real bad. But other than that, yeah, so, and somebody was like, oh, you didn't. There's no way you of course this guy put his car in the water. Everybody. Yo, bro, I really did. Like, back in the day, they didn't have, they had digital pictures, but you got a piece of paper with the car images on it from the insurance company. It wasn't like a file. They send you a file and you got fucking digital photos, 400 photos. There was like 8 photos of this car in a junkyard or in a tow yard. Water all around it from all the water that soaked out of it. Destroyed. Like the back tires were pushed almost under the door. Like it knocked the whole body almost off. It's a unibody, but it knocked the whole suspension like a foot forward. Knocked the wheels out and forward. Oh, I got real lucky. But I'm telling you, if I didn't steal that bottle of wine and I didn't decide to throw it out the window when I did, there's no way. The windows on that car were 5%. You couldn't see out of them at all. I mean, at nighttime, it's like the car I have now is the same way. Can't see out of them. I mean, you can barely see out of them. But if I was underwater, that thing, it would have been pitch black. And it was a nasty ass lake. Oh, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. The haters can pull all this shit. They can tell the same story. They can find a story and tell everybody. It don't show nothing but the fact that people can change. So by all means, pull it all up. Dox the shit out of my whole background. I'll tell you the background. We'll break it down. I wish I had all my mugshots. At one point, you could get them all. But because Florida passed some laws that you can't keep those for a certain amount of time, it's been well over 10 years. I'm 35 now. Yeah, she's in the shower. So I'm going in a second. I've been on here for 2 hours, so I am probably getting out of here in a second. Let me go see where she's at. If she's out of the shower, I'm out of here. I do need to go to bed. Nope, she's still there. But yeah, that's a brief. I ain't gonna go that in depth on mine. I'll save those for like story times like this. This was fun. I like doing stuff like this. And I learned from that tremendously. I did jail time. I did a lot of things. And I didn't learn from it like immediately. I got more trouble. A lot more trouble after that. And before that I got in trouble. After that I got in trouble. During that I got in trouble. So things got worse. But I turned my life around. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't hang around with wrong people. You know what I mean? It taught me everything that I shouldn't do. And I just got lucky. Some people do. I've seen people learn immediately. Like, I've had friends that got in trouble and I've never seen them again. They're gone. They never, ever got in trouble again. They got in trouble one time. They're at a house party. The cops talked to them. It scared the shit out of them, and they never got in trouble again. I was in a couple Scared Straight programs with kids that, like, I got my high school diploma in jail. Like, I ended up going away and getting my diploma, and then the county jail that I was at originally asked me to speak at their graduation. I was out by then because I graduated and then my class graduated, but they didn't graduate at the same time that I did because I didn't finish it there. I finished it elsewhere, but it was still the same program. And I got to go back to the jail, and walk in where the cops walk in and walk right into the jail in normal clothes, necklaces on, jewelry on, hat on, whatever, you know what I mean, and go and sit there and bullshit with inmates that I was in jail with a few years ago. I'm saying people that were still locked up or they were back or they were still waiting on an appeal to go back up to the prison that they originally came from. Like it was crazy my buddy Lee is in there for the rest of his life. He was in there. You know what I mean? So I got to go back. Not many times can somebody say they got to walk into a jail, free roam, and go talk to inmates, and they were once an inmate themselves. Yo, and I was the opposite. Who said that? Alinity? I think I'm saying that right. I loved it. Like, I hate to say it like that, but Yo, it was like no stress. Well, the only stress you had was getting out and when you're gonna get out. But yo, when you have a mindset that you can overcome really anything, jail's fucking cakewalk. The problem is the freedom. Like you can't go where you want to go when you want to go. You got to stay in one area. Like that was hard. That shit's hard. And I did a good amount of time in solitary confinement where I didn't move. I didn't go anywhere but one little damn room. I got 30 minutes a day to come out of this room, and it was either to the shower or to the rec yard. And I just usually showered and hit the phone. So it was shitty, man. But things like that are what built me to who I am today. That's why I make the decisions I make today, because I know the wrong decisions. I'm able to teach my kids, my friends, my people that, y'all, if somebody's making a bad decision and I made a similar decision, I could offer advice. I can honestly say, look, I've been through that same situation. What you went through, I went through that shit. That's why I said I ain't been in no burden trouble, but I was plenty of times I was close enough to be in some burden trouble. But I made a good decision and got away from the situation. But yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all. I gotta get to sleep here. It's probably what, 10, 11, 10. Look at that. 10 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my front porch smoking a blunt. That's what I need to do. Look, I'm getting bald. I don't even like having. I need a haircut and I'm getting bald. These damn hats. Yeah, the bond said, yeah. Yeah, look, I ain't saying that they're right. I ain't saying that. Look, this is what I'll say. Cops at the jails, I didn't give them the hard times. One of them, I take it back. A couple of them I did. But the cops that arrested me, I was a straight up ass, and I'm going to tell you why. And people probably aren't going to like this statement, and I don't give a shit. But I feel like that's their job. Your job is to catch criminals. Your job is to deal with nasty fucking assholes all day long. That ain't my job. I'm a welder. I did not choose to chase people down and force them to put their hands behind their back and take them to a spot that they don't want to be. You chose that shit. So I'm going to talk my shit the whole way because I'm going to pay that investigation cost when I go to court. And I told them that. I said straight up, yo, I'm about to pay you to arrest me. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to say what I feel about you. And if you don't like it, too bad. And they didn't like that at all. They did not like that shit. That rubbed them. But yo, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. And I only ever fought back when I got beat on or I had to defend myself, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. That's your job. That is what you are doing. You've chosen to be a law enforcement officer. Look, they're quick to shoot. They're quick to pull the gun. You know what I mean? They're quick to jump on that gun. I mean, I don't blame them. But that's what you chose to do. You chose to go to the Army. That's like telling a bunch of Army, troops from another country, yo, chill out. Yo, we got to do this shit peacefully. No, we don't. This is war, motherfucker. Yeah, Butt Naked Pod. That's the turtle tank. I know that. Mm-hmm. They had you as a red dot on a psych watch. And you had to get cleared by a psychiatric nurse before you could get out of there. Hey, I appreciate you, Becca. I think wifey's out of the shower. I think. Nope. Yo, I'm telling you, my house is haunted. Oh, actually, who's all in here still? Mama Chrislyn's still in here? I'm going to tell you a quick story. One more story, because this is important. Yo, I swear. See these freaking old school blinds right here? Yeah. See them? You know what those are the ones, I forget what they call them. I hate those blinds. But they're like the ones that check this out. I can see in the side of it, but I can't. Is that her? Mama Crystal still in here? Listen, I'm about to. Yeah, exactly. Just because you didn't find me doesn't mean I didn't run. I just walked away. What's up, 3Beer? Check this out, though. 3Beer, I'm glad you're in here. This is creepy. So, I just did it again. I swear to God. I wish you could see that. You can't, though, because you can't look at the angle that I can without getting the glare off of the window because it's a camera. But anyway, when we moved here, I didn't know nothing about this. We bought the house. I didn't know shit about this house. I didn't know any. In Florida, you don't have to disclose nothing. People could have murdered 5 people in here and they don't have to tell you. Unless you find it on your own, they don't have to tell you. So, maybe, that's right. Because when Cass did Realty, she said they don't have to tell nothing. So, we move in. We're in the process of moving our stuff in. I already bought the house, closed on the house. We're moving in. We're about halfway moved in. And I'm talking to this guy across the street. And he's acting kind of shady. Like, he's acting weird. And I don't understand why he's acting so weird. So then, the next day I see him again. He's like, hey, man. He's like, you know what? Oh, we're bullshitting out by the road. He's actually kind of acting kind of cool. He's like, hey, you know what happened to the people that live there, right? I'm like, they moved? He's like, no. He's like, they got murdered. And I'm like, what do you mean they got murdered? In there? He's like, no, they didn't get murdered in there. He's like, they sold guns. They were a Christian couple, and they owned a lot of firearms. They owned collectibles, they owned collectible antique guns, they owned high-powered rifles, they owned a lot of different guns. They had their arms license where they could own automatic, they could own grenades, they could own whatever they wanted. He's like, they put an ad, at that time, Craigslist was kind of popping for firearm sales. Like, I wouldn't have sold a gun on Craigslist. I take that back. But anyway, they freaking answer the ad. These people answer their ad. They were trying to sell, it was 3 rifles. It was an AR-15. It was like some antique, like 30-06. And it was something else, but it was like a rare, I want to say it might have been a Russian AK. I really think it was a Russian AK. SKS or whatever. And they met him at a gas station on 50. Well, I take that back. They hit these people up. They're like, yo, we want to buy these guns. The people said, we don't ever meet at our house. We'll meet. I don't know why they met at a gas station. That's where they met. When they got to the gas station, the people weren't there to buy the guns. So they parked on the side of the gas station. Like, there's like a little cutoff. Like, there's a gas station, and then there's a parking lot, and then there's like a propane tank, and then there's like a little field. Well, they parked on the other side of the field, and they were waiting there, and the dudes pulled into the fucking gas station, bro, and just unloaded on their car, and just obliterated them. They got out of their vehicle with military vest on, grabbed the 3 guns, got back in the car, and the FBI and the ATF caught them in Louisiana, and they were AWOL. They did something. They stole their weapons from their military that they were in. They were in like a private sector of the military. They stole the weapons from their military. They stole their bulletproof vests. They stole all their credentials, and they left, and they hauled ass. Nobody knew where they went. Well, they were robbing people, and they were stealing shit. And the one dude was trigger happy. The one guy was just getting reckless. He did something similar, but he didn't kill anybody. He just shot a bunch of shit up prior to this. Well, he had advanced. So I'm like, bullshit. I'm telling this dude, I'm like, you're crazy, bro. This did not, no way did it happen. These people, no, you're crazy. The people that sold the house, I bought it from them. So I started looking, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. They were realtors that sold the house. It was a wife or whatever sold the house. Damn, I keep seeing that fucking big ass shadow. Anyway, so then I look online, and sure as shit, it's YouTube pops up the YouTube video of a news station standing right in that little concrete pad out there, and the grass is like 2 feet tall because the people got murdered, and there's nobody who's gonna cut their grass. They were just here talking about it. It was like the news report. Their house has been vacant. This was where they lived. So then somebody else bought it and lived in a camper in the backyard and renovated it, and then put it up on the market. A bunch of offers fell through because people didn't have the funding, and then here I come, I scoop it up, and it was real bad when we first moved in. Like my wife, the kids, it was really not good. It was not like I would get in the shower and I would get these eerie thoughts as soon as I got in my shower. Get these eerie ass thoughts. Like I hated going in the shower. I was in the shower, I was in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm like, yo, why? And then something kept telling me, like I kept hearing this fucking woman telling me to decorate. I kept hearing decorate. Like I'm not crazy when I tell you this. Nobody else was hearing it though. I wasn't trying to say, hey, you guys hearing this? But finally I said, hey, you've been hearing people talk about decorating? Like, you hear shit? Well, the night that after I learned all this, I watched somebody walk right through my back porch is closed in. I watched somebody walk right through my back porch and right into my bedroom. Well, where my YouTube studio is, there's a gun desk for rebuilding guns, taking guns apart, cleaning guns. And it's built into the wall. And it's got all these cabinets with felt lining in it, where all the ammo and the magazines and the tools and the guns. It's got mounts where he had all his rifles mounted. Yo, that's where the fucking thing was walking at. So I heard this decorate, so I painted the walls. I went and bought pictures. I put a bunch of shit on the thing. Try to change the colors, make it nice and bright. Decorated. Yo, I'm not kidding when I tell you. Right after it was decorated and it started to have more of a homier feel and not the same color, because they obviously when they redid it, they painted everything same color, like modern house. Like they tried to take the old school feel away that it had when these people originally owned it. They didn't like that. They did not like that. So I decorated it, and then it started to get better, but it's still not right. There's still times that it's just like, what the fuck? And like I get tired. It's weird, man. It's weird. I had to tell y'all that though, because I keep seeing something in the window. No, in Florida you don't have to disclose it though. Some states it's a requirement to disclose it. In Florida it's not a requirement. Yo, but I think they're cool now. Like, I really think they're cool now. I think that at first they were really pissed off because they remodeled the house. And when I moved in here, I didn't change anything. I was worried about other shit. I was worried about getting a fence up to keep my kid and my dogs in the yard. I was worried about doing the things that needed to be immediately addressed. And then I was going to work back. Nah, they didn't like that. Nah. Do it up. We can't have it plain. And I feel like that guy just roams around. Like, the dude don't really bother me. He just roams around. He'll walk past shit and make me feel like it's weird. Like, they don't bother me. They just kind of let me know. But in the shower, I'm telling you, the shower is so weird. I could have a great day and I could hit that shower and it's like evil thoughts just wash right into my brain. Like, I start thinking like worst case scenarios. I start thinking about like death. I start thinking about like, it's weird. So I have to, music is just, I just drown it out with music. And that's another creepy thing, is I feel like these ghost things, or whatever, these apparition things, whatever the hell these things are, they like Upchurch. Call me crazy, but I'm not kidding. If I'm playing Upchurch and see that elephant right there, my mom taught me a long time ago, her South African friend said, if you point an elephant at the entry to your home, it will force the bad spirits out of your home. Yeah, I get the chills all the time. What are you talking about? Do I ever? Yo, when Mama Church was reading those spirit box and tarot boxes, and they were talking about the shed, I got a shed right on the other side of that wall. There's like an outdoor utility shed for my mower and lawn equipment. And yo, they're talking about they were in the shed. What do you mean they were in the shed? No Ouija board. Lions board. Yo, and I'll tell you another thing. Before this, when I met Cass, um, she lived on an old Indian burial ground. And a lot of things from what she told me had been happening there. And I didn't really believe it. I'm like, man, no way. Like a little girl showed up out of nowhere in the pouring down rain with a dress on, crying, wanting to play with the kids, started playing with the kids. They walked with her down to the end, and before she got to the end of the road, she just started disappearing. I'm like, no way. But then other people told me the same thing. They called the little girl a crying little girl, and she did it all the time when it rained. She would go up to people's houses, knock on the door, get them to feel bad for her. They'd come outside to go walk her home, and then she would just disappear into thin air. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody seen where she went. She would just literally just be right here, and then next thing you know, gone. And she never aged. Well, she had been telling me about this big Indian that was in her house. Casted. She's like, this big ass Indian dude come in my house, or he's in my house. It's a spirit. I'm like, yeah, right. So one day I come over there. I had to go shower. We were going somewhere. I go over there. I took a shower, and I was gonna take a nap, and no kids were there. She wasn't there. I'm like, man, there ain't no such thing as no Indian ghost here. This is crazy. So I walked around the house, and I'm like, hey, ghost, Indian ghost, if you're in here, nobody else is here, come fuck with me. And nothing was happening. I was like, there ain't no ghost. I go, and I'm laying there. I'm just starting to fall asleep. I roll over. I'm laying like this with my face in the pillow. And all of a sudden, I feel a big ass hand, like bigger than mine, that wrapped all the way around. Like it was, they almost wrapped my whole neck, but from the back, and just pushed my face straight into the pillow and weren't letting go. I could breathe, but I couldn't get up. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like breathing. I thought my son was fucking with me, but he was little. So I'm like, Cass. And I yank over. Finally, the pressure let off, and I yanked over, and I look, and I'm like, I get up. I look in the bedrooms. There's nobody there. I go and I walk down. There was a long hallway. I walked down. I walked to the front door. There's nobody there. And when I come back to the hallway, that fucking Indian silhouette was at the end of the hallway by the bedroom. And as soon as I started walking down the hallway, it turned right into the bedroom. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I walked. There's nothing in there. There was nothing in there. But it was definitely in there. And from that point forward, they didn't really bother me. They let me know they were in there. I kept my mouth shut about them damn ghosts and I let them just do their thing. Rita, you have a great night.
I told you the story about being woken up.
Yeah.
To them grabbing me. I had bruises on my arms.
Yeah, I know.
They would pull the covers off of me and rub up on me and shit at night.
Ghosts were getting frisky.
And he never believed me.
I'm like, man, this chick really is trying to tell me that these ghosts are rubbing up on her in the middle of the night. Rita, you have a great night. No way. Like, these ghosts ain't doing that. Yo, and she got brave one day and she was like, oh, just do it. If you're going to do it, you do it right or something. Oh, they really... Like, no, come on. Yo, that dude grabbed me by the back of my neck, and I'm telling you, I'm... There ain't no way it wasn't a real person. That's the way I feel. There's no way it was a real... The way the hands were, the way it felt, the amount of pressure, there was something there. My bathroom, I have an urge to say the word. Yo, 3 beer. I'm not kidding. Even Cass will tell you she gets weird feelings in the shower. It ain't just me. bro, I'll think about like ways I could possibly die in the shower. Like my brain starts like literally just thinking about worst case scenario in that bathroom. Not all the time though. It was real bad when we first moved here. And until I put the pictures up on the wall and put the spinny thing and the photos. I had to put all this stuff, but it's not just here. It was all over. I had to put stuff up there. I had to put stuff over there. I had to paint the hallway. I had to paint this. I had to paint that. I still got to paint this. Still got to paint that. But I did enough to where it woosad. Yeah, embrace it. And you know what's weird is I never noticed this, but Tamara was talking about it yesterday. And I really honestly never like paid enough attention to it. But sometimes I can be somewhere or around something and I get like almost like a final destination type feel. But it doesn't have to be about something that's now. Like I can look it around me or I feel it like a presence of a situation. When I'm driving, it gets real bad, but that's paranoia too from smoking pot. But it's also just random shit. Like when I go into a gas station, I'm in alert mode. When I go into a bank, when I go into anywhere, a grocery store, a park, I'm constantly looking and I'm constantly checking my surroundings and paying attention to what I'm doing. But sometimes like I can be around somebody and just be like, yo, that dude's got something's not right. Like the other day, I just had a weird feeling about a certain situation. I ain't gonna speak on it because it's true crime related, but nobody would believe me if I said it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it. And here we are. And there's people standing outside fighting and going to jail. Uncle Will's down there wilding out. Like the same shit, like a premonition. A premonition. Sage. No, I ain't using sage. I'm not using sage. And I'm going to tell you why. My son brought that shit in the house one time and thought he was saging this and saging that and saging this. More he put that sage in there, the more them things started acting a fool. And I read about it, and if you don't know what you're doing with it, you put sage in certain spots of your house, you just make that shit stronger. And I ain't putting salt in my house, I ain't putting sage in my house, I ain't putting a motherfucking thing. Yo, the more you pay that shit attention, the more it drives you crazy. It literally, no, I don't care. The smell, yeah, the smell sucks. It's not like I want sage. If I want sage, I'll go get me a Yankee Candle, sage and lemongrass or something. But when he burned that sage, them things were on high alert in that house. No, I'm good. And he's burned it in here before, and I smell things. I'm a smeller. Cass will tell you, I smell everything. But I get these weird ass smells around certain things, around certain spots, like almost like something rotten. Like I've smelled rotten in here before. It's weird. It's like I smell the presence of something. It sounds crazy, but I'm serious. It's weird. So I guess embracing it makes sense. And then like my dreams, I have very, very, very vivid dreams. Like I see, like when I dream in third person. Like I dream looking above me. That makes sense. Like here I am walking, doing my thing, and I'm watching through my eyes, but above me. Like I see me and what I see. That makes sense. All the time. And when it gets more intense is when I get higher up, and it's almost like an old school video game. And I can see like if I go this way, there's something really bad happening over here. If I go this way, so I don't do that. Some black cloud was holding me down. I fought it off and said, I'm not afraid of you. I used to. Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, dude. It's like I'm floating. You know what I mean? I'm floating, but I'm walking. But I'm not. I don't see like what you're looking at. I see it through like the top of my head. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I see it from up there, but I also see from here. So I see like that's weird.
I know. It's
She'll
true.
tell you.
It's true.
I'll sit there and have a full on conversation with her in my sleep.
Yeah.
Full on conversation.
Yeah. He'll get pissed off. He dreams about cockfights and
Yeah.
all kinds
One
of
time I was
crazy
riding
shit.
a horse.
He was riding horses. He kicks and hits and all kinds of shit. Like he's really doing it.
It's weird, and I don't, and it's vivid. Like, but I can't speak it. I know what the fuck I dreamt about, but I don't know. I can't tell you. Not sometimes I can. Sometimes I'm like, yo, this is what happened, but I can't remember all of it. But I remember it, but I can't say it. So I get stuck in a filing cabinet and I can't hit the. I'm hitting F1, F2, F trying to get the file to. It won't open. Me too. I did that too. When I had my knee surgery, speaking of surgeries, Cass about to have a surgery. When I had my knee surgery, I fought the anesthesia when they first gave it to me, and I was like 5, 4. I was trying to count. I was trying to go, and I ended up. Phew. Well, then I'll never forget this. I woke up and I looked up, and there was all these bright lights above me, and then I sat up just a little bit, and I seen this big ass sheet with these 2 metal clips with this chain, like a dentist chain, like a dentist necklace, holding it to this big ass other light, like a pole. And I looked up and I looked to my right, and the anesthesiologist had this black, it looked like a launch button, had this black thing in her hand and a button, a big red button. She looked at me, she said, oops. And I said, so if you can wake up out of a freaking anesthesiologist blast and see all that shit, and I didn't freak out, and I remembered it, that's kind of creepy. Because don't they like almost kill you when they, you know what I mean? I don't mean to talk about this on the eve of her surgery, but she don't care about that anyway. Don't y'all want to know my NDE experience? Oh, I bet, Creeker Mariah. I bet. I wouldn't even want to explain that. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Oh, so Sage will remove.
I'll tell them about this little boy across the street from us that was in the window.
Oh, man.
He was fucking.
That kid was possessed. That kid was possessed. Yo, yeah, I'll tell y'all what. I only remember so much of it. Didn't Braden say go look? That reminds me of the Kenny story though. No, it was Brees. Cause that was the kid that had the crush on her, right?
The kid in the window across the street.
Yeah.
Cameron, Breeze, Braden, all the kids were out in the road playing. It was nighttime, and we lived on that dead end.
Yeah.
And the kid across the street in the 2-story apartment was in the window rocking back and forth, like putting his hands up on the window. That Zach kid.
That liked Brees. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
Did you see Kenny? This kid was in the window with his hands on the window, just
putting his hand there, and it was sliding down.
yeah. He was just like
And then he would do the other one.
like
And then
like
his
a,
mom finally came to the window,
and he wouldn't go.
What?
He wouldn't go, right?
No, she was trying to get him out of the window.
And he wouldn't get out of the window.
Right, but then she finally got him away from the window.
Yeah.
And she put like one of them tub lids, the big tub.
And he pulled the thing down.
Container lid, and she put that up in the window and pulled the curtain down and made him like get out of the window. It was weird. And then Cameron said to him the next day, bro, what the fuck were you doing last night. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he had no idea. Yeah, I also told him about the little girl, the
Yeah.
rain girl, the
Mhm.
crying girl.
And the Indian guy.
Uh,
It was crazy.
Yo, my mom. You want to hear something really? Oh man, I went down a wormhole, but I'm gonna tell you about this, and then I gotta really get out of here. This ain't long. I moved from Arizona to Florida. We moved to Clearwater, and when we moved to Clearwater, my grandparents lived here, but my grandparents had already lived here, and my mom. We moved in off of Gulf to Bay in Clearwater. We were right across the street from the high school. There was a lot of families that lived back there, and my mom met um, somebody that lived down the road from us from a friend that she already had in Florida. So it was like somebody that introduced somebody to somebody. And the lady was really needy. All the time, she needed everything. She needed to borrow. She's always borrowing stuff, constantly borrowing things. Well, she wanted to borrow my mom's dress. My mom's like, yeah, no problem. Borrow the dress. Not a big deal. Now, you have to remember, I'm like 5, 6 years old during this time. I don't know nothing about this. I have no idea that this is even going down. I just know that my mom had a red dress and that this woman freaking borrowed it. That's all I knew. I didn't even know she borrowed it. I just knew my mom had a red dress. I knew what it looked like, whatever. Well, then a couple months go by, and I hung out with her son. And she had two sons. She had an older son and a younger son. I hung out with the younger son. We were in like a daycare thing together. Or no, it wasn't a daycare. It was kindergarten. We were in kindergarten together. Well, I hung out with him. I was like Braylon's age. I was a little older than Braylon. I was in first grade. That's what it was. I was in first grade. And I came home, and my mom was all upset, all pissed off, she was like sad, upset, whatever. And she's like, you'll never believe. Well, I didn't know. I noticed that my friend wasn't in school. Neither one of them. They weren't there. And then I came home, and my mom was all upset. And I don't think she told me because obviously I was younger, but I remember her talking about their mom died in a car accident. That's all I knew. The lady that borrowed the dress died in a car accident. So I was like, all right. Well, I didn't say all right, obviously. I don't think she told me. I think I just heard it. Well, then a couple days go by, and we got invited to the funeral. I didn't go. I stayed with Nina. Nina lived behind us. That was my mom's friend that she already knew in Florida before she moved to Florida. I stayed with Nina that day. And when my mom came home, maybe she was talking to Nina and I overheard it, but when my mom came home from the funeral, she was like all distraught. She was all telling Nina all about this funeral. And I didn't understand funeral, death. I didn't understand that. But I do know that the dress that they borrowed, that the woman borrowed from my mom, they ended up burying this woman in my mom's dress. This was my mom's favorite dress. Like she didn't even really want to let her borrow it, but she was one of those people that didn't leave you alone. So my mom was like, fuck it, just borrow it and bring it back. They ended up burying her in this dress. So when my mom went to the funeral, she showed up in the open casket, whatever they went to, and there she is in the dress. Now I had only seen this lady a handful of times because we just moved there, little bit of time in, she ends up dying, whatever. So I didn't really like see her. Well, then we moved from that house that we lived in Clearwater, and we moved to Clearwater, but it was closer to Largo. And I was like 7, 8, maybe when we moved there. What'd Jamie say? Well, when we got to this house, my dad was still kind of around, but he really wasn't around. He was barely there. And so it was basically just me and my mom. Well, my mom's bedroom and my bedroom were like faced each other, and then there was a bathroom in between it, and then a hallway, and then the living room, and then you walk through the living room, and then you got the kitchen and whatever. So I I had to run. There was no light switch into the living room from the hallway. You had to go across the living room to turn the light on in the living room. So I would run through the damn living room to get into the kitchen and then hit the kitchen light as quick as I can because I hated going in that living room. And I'll tell you why. Now, this is creepy. I would see a woman in a red dress with a big ass knife. And she had black hair that was soaking wet. And it was like draped down in her face. And you could just kind of barely see her face. And her face was all bloody by her nose. Like her nose was bleeding. And her lips were all bloody. And her mouth. And all down here on her neck was all cut up. And freaking, she would start walking. As soon as I got out of the hallway, I would look over. My mom had an entertainment center. Now this is where it gets crazy. There was an entertainment center, and on the other side, it was a tall entertainment center. On the other side of the entertainment center, the lady would be standing with her back up against the wall. And you could see her when you would go out there. And as soon as you would walk, she would follow you to the kitchen. And as soon as you hit the light in the kitchen, she was gone. As long as you got to the light quick enough, she never got you. And it would creep me out. It would creep me out. It would creep me out. And I never wanted to say nothing because I was kind of afraid to say anything. I didn't want to, make anybody, my mom, think I was crazy. Finally, I couldn't take it. And I'm like, Mom, I can't go out there. We gotta get some sort of light by this freak. She's like, what do you mean? I can't go out there. She's like, why? I'm like, because I keep seeing this damn lady and I'm telling her and her face is like, I see that too. I forget the lady's name, but she's like, that was my dress. She's got that same hair. She got into a car accident and whatever happened was predominantly around her face, like it pushed her nose or something into her. Whatever happened that caused the trauma happened up in her face, like her head. I don't know what the knife was there for, but she had a damn knife. And that lady followed us around for freaking ever. I'm going to tell you what fixed it. Remember what we talked about in the beginning? That elephant. My mom's friend from work is from South Africa, and she got her an elephant. It was like a leather elephant. It had like real leather. It almost looked like real elephant skin, and it had realistic eyes and realistic tusk, and the trunk was kind of curled up like an elephant. She brought that elephant home and she stuck it on there was a speaker, like old school 15 on the side of it. She had one on each side, and she stuck it on that, and she faced it towards the door, and I never seen that lady, not one more time ever again. Never from that day forward. And I that's why when all this went down, I was at Marshall's, I was at all these home good places hunting for a damn elephant. I got one. We're going to end on that. I'll look at the chat for a second, but I got to go to bed. Cass got to go to bed. That's the elephant. That is the elephant right there. This is my elephant to get all these dang spirits away from us. I guess. It works for me. If it works, don't change it, right? Look at that baby. And he was the closest thing I could find to looking like the elephant that we use. He just don't got no real tusk or nothing. But yeah. Oh, I believe in elephants. Elephants are the smartest creature. Imagine that. With the biggest brain. Or the smallest brain or something like that. I appreciate each and every one of you. We got 21 people left in here. Make sure you hit that freaking like button on the way out.
Good night, y'all.
She said good night, y'all. My daughter left all this stuff out.
Yeah, she's got a mess going on.
I appreciate y'all. You have a great night. See you.